Hey guys, what's up? It's a BB8 and I'm back with another episode of a BB Talks because that's what we're going to call this. Today I've been thinking a lot. I started reading a new book and it's really been, widening my perspective of how I view a lot of things in my life. And, I did mention in my previous video that I do want to be more intentional with the way I live my life and the way I spend my time and who I spend that time with, right? Because time is so limited. You never want to waste your time and you don't want to, also regret opportunities or experiences, but also you need to reflect and how's this beneficiary for me and the other person involved. Anyways, I start my workday tomorrow and it's really making me think about how I find opportunities and how these opportunities come into fruition and how they find me. And in honesty, majority of the opportunities that have brought happiness in my life are the opportunities that I seeked out on my own, because I think a lot of people have this mindset, obviously with manifestation being really popular and, viral on TikTok and a lot of, forums that talk about, oh, you just have to manifest everything into your life. Well, I'm a big believer in, obviously, you must believe that you deserve something in order to get it. I think you also need to put yourself in environments and places where these opportunities can reach you. Because I think when you say, I don't chase, I attract, that can only do so much when you're not actively, maybe, irking up the system or finding a way around the matrix and, putting yourself in, these places where you can meet the people who will guide you to these opportunities, And I mostly think this in relation to my DJing, because that's obviously where I really had to lock in and find the opportunities, especially moving to a new city. It's really making me reflect as, I got my first official gig. I'm playing a bar in downtown Cincinnati, June 27. I'll put the details below because the things, it hasn't been released yet. But if I wasn't locked in and didn't find these people or forced myself to sit down, lock in, and, reach out, I would have never found these opportunities. And I think that's a lesson that a lot of people in our generation don't necessarily understand. And I'm saying this as a 22-year-old, so I still have a lot to learn. Don't take this negatively. I'm not trying to critique you and tell you you're doing shit wrong. I'm here to tell you that sometimes you need to put yourself forward. You have to put the foot down and find these opportunities yourself. But all I'm saying is, I think our generation has an issue with instant gratification where they don't understand there needs to be patience and kind of a timeline where you can reach these opportunities. You have to go through things and you have to understand that there is a rite of passage in order for you to get the bigger blessings in your life, right? Nothing great ever comes easy, and I'm a firm believer in that because if I'm quite a spiritual person. I grew up Catholic. I do believe there is a higher power. And even if you don't, I think everyone is brought into this world with a destiny. And if you feel a calling to do something, there's a reason you feel this calling. However, you need to go through obstacles. And I feel like a higher power puts these obstacles in your life because you need to overcome these obstacles in order to become the dream person or the person who will get the bigger blessings that come later on in life, And when you obsess with the idea of instant gratification, while some people do get lucky and, get the instant success that they also yearn for, I feel like a lot of people don't really realize that there's a lot of things going on in the background that you're not able to see. But truly, in order to become your dream person, in order to, meet the people you are aligned with and meet the people who are meant to be in your life, sometimes you have to take that extra step forward in order to push yourself and show people that, you're going to show up for these people and you deserve to be, recognized and appreciated. And, actually, let me reword that because you're already enough. The basis of everything is you are enough. But all I'm saying is that opportunities will find you when you seek out these opportunities, create connections, and become better, building a community where you're able to showcase your talents and who you are as an individual, right? I might be blabbering, but I hope you guys get the gist of what I'm trying to say. All I'm trying to say is that if you want a new job, if you want a better relationship, if you want to be something bigger than yourself, maybe instead of sitting around and waiting for it to come to you, you should take a step out and, jog or even sprint or run towards that dream that you've been waiting to do. You've been waiting for your whole life. You are to start. Your biggest enemy is yourself, and if you're not willing to put in that work, nothing will ever reach you. Anyways, thank you for listening. I hope y'all enjoyed this. I'm going to try to post one a week as I read books because I'm trying to become more well-versed. I think I lost my connection with studying and kind of reading books by the end of high school and in college, and so I'm trying to find that passion to study because, you know, you are in a constant state of evolution and you will never ever reach a peak because you're always gonna grow. Anyways, I love y'all, and stay hot, be baddies, and obviously be a communicative baddie. Don't be a toxic baddie. Love y'all. Bye.